Right here? Uh-huh. This is Civvie 11. Welcome to the dungeon. It's 2:48 p.m., day 36, and today we're looking at a PC game called Carter 7 Alien Invasion. Check out the pre-PlayStation era cutscenes. Normally I would skip these, but I gotta follow the rules, so maybe they edit this out later. Do you guys edit this out?
Please refrain from talking to the editor, Civvie 11.
Okay, I get you, but can I say one more thing?
What did we just tell you, asshole?
If you have an intro for this thing, this is like a review show, right? So the intro needs a lot of screaming, a lot of explosions in front of the name. This is all really important backstory and people should know.
We've uncovered something. Looks like an alien artifact.
Yeah, all 8 polygons of it. I'm glad that in the future, when we get to Mars, spacesuits are bulkier than ever, and human arms have evolved into the more efficient T-Rex design. I honestly thought I would get farther into the show before that.
Vomit sample collected.
Look, I know I'm an asshole for hating on an intro movie in a game from 1994, but where do we draw the line between movie and slideshow? Yep, that's a resonance cascade. Good luck with that. I think that alien shot fire at us, but he shows up later and shoots exactly no fire. Capstone. The pinnacle. The fucking pinnacle of entertainment software. That's great, Capstone. Now show me your war face. Yeah! This right here, this is the most fun we're gonna have. I should mention that I'm reviewing the CD-ROM version of this game, which comes with new weapons and 10, yes 10, whole extra levels. I'm excited. And multiplayer over a modem? Yeah, we're not doing that. That's not happening without a time machine. I mean, do you guys have a time machine? Uh-huh. Sure. Alright. Okay, I'm being told to never ask that again. Moving on. I'm getting off topic. So anyway, the story goes like this. Scientists open a portal, and aliens show up, and they start... What the fuck is a Blake Stone? So when I say this game is like Wolfenstein 3D, I mean it's exactly like that, except instead of the wholesome all-American pastime of shooting Nazis, you have aliens of a completely indeterminate species. I think the most common characteristics of these monsters is eyeballs, because eyeballs are fucking spooky, right? Carter 7 uses the same engine as Wolfenstein 3D, so forget about having floors or ceilings, just gradients, which is a step up, I guess. It has that thing that old games had where you collect keys to go through levels, except Carter 7 has to be a dick about it. You see these consoles, right? You press the use key on them, and it says this, but if you hit the wrong one, it does this shit and alerts monsters, I think. It depends. So after a seizure-inducing loading screen that flashes red everywhere because... Okay, exterminate aliens to secure floor. After I kill every alien in the level, the elevator unlocks and lets me leave. On lower skills, it's not all of them, but we're playing on what I assume is the normal skill for this game, so if there are aliens hiding in areas like one of those crate mazes that don't have a path marked on the map, you have to search every inch of the level. Thankfully, usually not the secret areas. The shooting in the shooter game is mostly terrible. I'm gonna try to explain how the shooting stuff works, but I'm no Gabe Carmack, so I don't really get it, but Wolfenstein and this fucking game use hit scans? Now, I'm going to try and explain this the best that I can, so bear with me. You got to remember that this has a lot of RNG, which if you're not a speedrunner or something, that stands for random number generation. And that means the game bases the damage on whatever the fuck it wants to, and then it calculates the damage based on the distance from the player, right? And the distance between the player and shot has to be somewhat closer, which depends on how fast the player is shot. You got it? Good. Long story short, it's a primitive hack-together clusterfuck, but in Wolfenstein it works because it was designed by people who aren't fuck-ups. I get ambushed by 2 of these flying eyeballs, and the first one goes down easy, shoots me once, but misses, I guess, but the next one gets 2 hits in while I'm clearly shooting him, and takes most of my health away. I don't even know if this game is hard, because I can see where they're coming from on the map, but the AI is so goddamn stupid it'll run into walls chasing you. Or just not chase you and fiddle shit around the room for a while. And the map only shows a little bit of the level unless you collect a floor plan, which shows you where all the aliens are, but orienting yourself on the map is difficult because you take up 2 pixels on it, and the slightly brighter colored pixel is what direction you're facing. Maybe if it was an arrow or something. A minigun. That sounds promising. Of course. Look at it go. Get used to this gun here because it's the only one you're gonna use. The rest don't work. I mean, yeah, they'll kill them, but they won't do it well and they'll eat through your ammo. Look, here's a machine gun firing. Here's a minigun firing. The minigun, I think, uses the same ammo pool, but shoots half as fast. You also get a taser, which is even shittier, and this is one of those tasers that acts like a pistol. You know, the ones that don't work like tasers at all. It's sci-fi, it doesn't matter. Once you get the minigun, the game's over. Just look at this. I'm not even aiming. I'm just fucking with the mouse and holding down the fire button. In the CD version, you get a shotgun, and it sucks. They give you a shotgun in this secret right at the beginning, and it's a joke. It shoots 5 bullets, and then shows no ammo when it reloads. What is this, a fucking ROM hack? Why does it do that? I guess it does damage, but it doesn't matter because the machine gun you start out with will stun lock the enemies anyway. Ithaca Stakeout Shotgun. Is it actually called the Ithaca Stakeout Shotgun? Did Ithaca have a deal to have their weapon promoted in this game? I doubt it, because I'd never use one of these shotguns to hunt aliens after playing this. Doesn't even look like the Ithaca Stakeout. I hope that Ithaca sues Capstone out of existence. Oh! Okay, and then the alien blaster rifle? How the fuck did they take over this whole research facility with this piece of shit? Because everybody was using Ithaca shotguns? What just hit me? What the... Okay, what? Let me turn on my night vision. No, nothing. I have infrared too, I guess. And it's an invisible laser. Am I supposed to just walk around with this ugly red fucking Virtual Boy filter on the screen just so I can't get fucked by your invisible traps? Fuck you. In order to actually see these, you have to make the game even uglier, and your visor battery runs out fairly quickly, and you have to find more, and the visor is only really useful for these traps and one enemy, so seriously, fuck you! Gesundheit. Okay, so you go through like 30 levels of this mazy bullshit, and like in Wolfenstein, you can find secrets, but they mostly suck. Most levels have a secret where you can push a wall back and it takes you to a tunnel that runs around the entire level, letting you maybe get to areas you wouldn't be able to before. Okay, but look at this, I'm just wall humping as you did in these old games. I find a secret wall, right? Behind that, there's a console that gives me access to the red doors. So I go back to the red doors I found earlier in the level, and what's inside? 2 more consoles that give me access to the red doors. What bumblefuck designed this? After I finished the level, it said I found all the secrets, so unless there's a monster hiding in there on a higher difficulty, which would be some cheap bullshit anyway, because you have to find a secret in order to get into it, there's no point to opening those doors. Why are you wasting my time? There are bonus levels too, and I can talk about how shitty they are. So I will. If you play this game on a normal skill, you're gonna find the bonus level. It's almost always guarded by a boss monster, which is usually the boss monster you face at the end of the section, so believe it or not, you can face the final boss early. The first one is just 4 rooms full of monsters, and you only have your weak-ass starting weapons for it. They're not balanced or tested or anything, just a bunch of shit thrown at you. If you die, it sends you to the next level instead of sending you to the beginning of the bonus stage, which is pointless because I can still load my game from the middle of the bonus stage. You're just wasting my fucking time showing me a stat screen. The second one is there to piss you off. I mean, yeah, it hints that you should turn on the visor by giving you visor batteries at the start. Then you find out it's a room full of these shape-shifting things, and I'm gonna show you what this game expects you to do. Navigate through this little maze of laser traps, get to the next room, get one of the invincibility power-ups, so the game can be ugly and nearly unplayable at the same time, and then go deal with the shapeshifters. And also, the room with the invulnerability is filled with barrels that look like the ones the shapeshifters are disguised as. Great, but here's what I did. Tanked through with the minigun, then went into a useless room with no monsters, no health, and a bunch of power-ups I can't use. Why? Because it's easier to just shoot them out there instead of going through a dark, eye-gouging, red-tinted shit show. Whoever designed this game... Oh wait, there's a secret room with credits, and you know what I don't see? Level designers. 33 shots hit, huh? So how the fuck did I kill 47 aliens? Y'all are scientists, can somebody explain that? Why do these shapeshifters have to be everywhere? It's supposed to make me paranoid, I get it, but there's a line between being paranoid and feeling like a fucking moron for running into a room and shooting up all the furniture. You can shoot through force fields. What the fuck is the point of a force field you can shoot through? So killing all the aliens is the objective in most levels, except the last one, but I don't want to spoil it. So in the last level you have to enter the portal. I mean, at this point the game stopped giving me ammo for the minigun, so I was stuck using the shittiest weapons, which they gave me nearly no ammo for. So there's a bunch of rooms on this map filled with invisible monsters. One room has health and ammo in it, which is across from the rooms where you do the final boss rush, so 90% of this level is completely unnecessary. They're not behind locked doors, you just fight all the bosses again, one by one, in tiny little rooms, take damage, go to a health chamber across the hall, pick up some ammo, go back, and then take on the next boss. Fun, right? So we get to the final boss, who we remember from level 25, kill it, and walk into the portal room. Yup, time to go have some fun on a boxy alien planet. Or Here's the thing, the CD-ROM version of this game tells you to enter the portal, and you can absolutely do that. However, the disc version, since it doesn't have the 10 extra levels, ends there, and you're told at the beginning of the level to destroy the portal. I don't understand what good shooting bullets into a portal does. I'm not a scientist, but I'm surprised that the portal takes damage from it, even in the CD version, where you can just shoot at it a lot, and it dies. And then the ending cutscene plays like I finished the game. You come back from the alien planet, destroy the portal, and you get a medal from the president.
For exhibiting a high degree of bravery, we present to you this country's most prestigious award.
I just skipped a quarter of the game. How's my efficiency rating now, motherfucker? I stopped the invasion in record time. Is that a win? Does that count? Yes! Before Capstone went out of business, they started work on Corridor 8 Galactic Wars, which you can find online, and... oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not even gonna make fun of this. Yeah, but it's like a prototype. Why would I do that? Isn't it a little out of line? It's not even finished, and I get to be an asshole and... oh!